about 2 rounds of boxing. Fight will go once again off, first fighting out of the blue for Ireland. Please welcome Craig O'Flynn. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. Fighting, please welcome Mark Charles. For the center of the ring. Is home. Come on now. Mark Charles. But please, can you have an equally big round of applause for Craig O'Flynn, a worthy opponent, a beautifully matched pair of fighters, but the new Anglo-Irish kickboxing champion is Mark Charles.
Another great night of fight action. They say that Manchester, England is the home of British Muay Thai, and tonight you will see why. So let's take a look at the fight card and get on with the action. The first fight tonight in the blue corner, Ryan Lockett from Northampton versus Mark Charles from Liverpool.
So let's look at these two young lads.
Right, so let's quickly recap. In the blue corner, Ryan Lockett, trained by Lisa Howarth and Leroy.
Oh, good right hand there. Sorry, Malcolm, to interrupt you. Mark Charles straight in with a good right hand, spinning Ryan round with that hand.
Yes, we'll get back to the stats later because we started with fireworks here. Ryan trying to come back, but as you said, good solid punches from Mark Charles. He planted his feet early, but he took a nice southpaw left there in return. And again, what an explosive start, Sandy.
Yes, strong right hands there from Mark Charles in the white shorts. Ryan the southpaw, as you mentioned, catching him back. He needs to keep his guard up because obviously Mark's wins have probably come from his hands up by looking at this already, but he's training well. Ryan's coming back with his home boxing too. Straight, long, straight punches and catching and finding the mark.
Yes, 5 2-minute rounds. Normally they take their time to work their way in, but these two young lads, as we said, 20 and 23, they're fit, they're young, full of testosterone, and they've started with a bang, Sandy.
They have, and they've got, excellent, 3 good straight hands there from Ryan. So as Ryan took a couple of good shots at the very start, he's landing his own back southpaw punches.
And they're right above us now, Sandy, and Mark Charles is already marked slightly under that left eye.
Yes, I think Mark thought he was going to have his own way from the first few seconds, but Ryan's put it right. Excellent, really accurate punches.
The problem for Mark is he's marked up badly around the eyes already from those exchanges.
Yes, he is. He's got lumps under both eyes there, because as you've just mentioned, Malcolm, very accurate straight punches from Ryan. Ryan very composed. Yeah, we can see there. Look at that under the eye. He's in Mark. Mark Charles is suffering with that southpaw.
Oh, good shot from him though. His own head rocked back. And this is the beauty of this contest. They're both prepared to give it.
Yes.
But in being prepared to give it, Mark Charles, I think, is suffering a higher price.
Yes. Both conditioned fighters. They both took some clean shots. The only visible, obviously, thing is there is on the eye, from the proof of Ryan's handiwork. But they both conditioned. They both took some good shots, and they're both still there. This is a great fight.
If I'm being
watch boxing, you watch hands. You watch Thai, you've got to watch hands, feet, knees, and elbows.
And what I like is they're throwing them in combination now. You saw left, right, then the roundhouse from Mark. So they can both do it. I think we're both in agreement that the first two rounds, it's two lads fired up, they're boxing. Now the full range of techniques coming out and making it an even better fight on the eye.
That's right. We've just seen Ryan land with some clean shots. Mark Charles throwing a good high point kick. I feel that Mark Charles is boxing. He's throwing the good combinations, but he's not landing them. He's landing on the glove and arms of Ryan, even though he's throwing them. And that's what makes him look busy. But Ryan's cut. Ryan's cut, Malcolm, on the top of the eye there.
You're right, Sandy. It's the right eye Ryan is cut. And I think it was directly from that high point kick, Sandy, which landed cleanly. Yes, it was a bad cut. And that will give Mark Charles a lot of heart.
It will, that's what Mark's thought now. They've both got a swollen, well, a cut eye and a swollen eye. So that's made this fight even more interesting.
Yes, it's been a good fight, but this round, most notably, the kicks are coming in far more frequently as well. It's brought the crowd up as well, Sandy.
And Howard's taken a good look at that eye there. Howard Hughes, the referee from Devon. A double British champion himself, Howard, having trained with me for Master Game for over 10 years. He knows what to look for, and he's looking at that eye. But I think, obviously, in this fight, 5 rounds, unless it actually the blood goes into his eye, he won't stop it.
Well, yes, the good thing is it's right in the corner of the eye, Sandy, so the blood won't run into the eye. But it just shows what a war this fight is. And it's turning into a little jet. They both hit simultaneously.
Absolutely.
That was straight out of a Rocky movie.
Yes, simultaneous.
Fantastic third round. And I think Mark Charles has got every right to hold his hand up there, Sandy. With the extra kicks and that high point kick, I'm going to say he's brought a round back there on my card.
Yes, yeah, definitely. He needed that, Mark. And I think it was that high kick that did the job. And it's cut him with a beautiful left high point kick. Excellent technique. 4th round, back into the action. What a good fight this is.
Yes, they've done a good job on that cut in the corner, Sandy. The bash is on there, the bleeding staunch. But there again, he looked for the eye, and I think he landed straight away, and he might have started bleeding again.
Yes,
a short little left hook.
Oh, good left high point himself. Landing on the glove though, Mark, but followed with a good left hand. Putting his hands and legs together. Well, both these fighters now have improved on that technique of getting the upstairs working with the downstairs.
Yes, I still think Mark is holding his hands dangerously low with his eye damaged like that. I'd like to see him bring his guard up higher again. But it's a far more even fight, far more intense fight, and a very intriguing fight, Sandy, because they are so evenly matched. We thought so on paper, has been proved in practice.
Oh, good combination from Mark. 2 punches and a body kick. Back into it.
Oh, he's hurt his man, Sandy. And the key to that was, as we were saying earlier, the punches were followed by a cracking kick to the midsection.
Yeah, and he's playing to the crowd there, Mark. He's got the Liverpool crowd there behind him.
And it's an 8 count as well, Sandy. This brings this fight. It's all over. It's all over.
Well, and your dad here is actually looking at you, Malcolm, and say, I told you so.
I know, and you know the great thing is, Sandy, what he knows about kickboxing, you can write on half a postage stamp, and he's predicted it right.
He got it right, so next time he's at the bookies, I'm going with you, Dad.
But the key to that result, Sandy, was he started to work his hands and feet together. It brought him back in the fight, and right above our commentary position, 2 fantastic punches, and then the kick came downstairs.
Yeah, that's right. He started, he unloaded there, so he got a good right hand, then he unloaded. Box, 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 box. And just pushed him just before. I think this is where it comes in now. Here we go.
Yes. There it is.
Yeah.
And right into the.
What a shame, because what a good fight.
Brilliantly, it was a great fight, Sandy. It's a nasty cut. We can see it's quite wide.
55 seconds of round 4. The white in the blue corner, the blue cell, the fight awarded to the red corner from the Edward Capital.
fights and 6 wins.
Just moments away from WKA International Super Welterweight Muay Thai action as the UK's Mark Charles gets set to square off against British Columbia's Matthew Crocker.
Matthew Crocker, a 17 or 18-year-old fighter, comes in. He has some ring experience. Most of his experience is in Muay Thai. Charles comes in 4-0 in Muay Thai, but has had quite a few full contact fights. Should be an awesome fight of the evening.
Canada versus UK is on the way here at Extreme Fighting Championships. Battle for the belts.
This next fight promises to be explosive. The bout will be fought under full Muay Thai rules, allowing kicks, punches, knees, and elbows. The elbows will be padded for the safety of the combatants. The bout is scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the Super Welterweight division and is sponsored by the Sterling Group of Companies, building family homes for 50 years. In the blue corner from the United Kingdom and fighting out of Cayman Muay Thai, weighing in at 150 pounds with an unblemished Muay Thai record of 4 wins and no losses. He came 8,000 miles to fight here tonight. Would you please give it up for Mark Charles?
Keith Charles is a school teacher back in his native UK. He said that he came to battle for the belts to teach Matthew Crocker a lesson.
Mark Charles has had a great record over in the UK. He is very well-rounded in Muay Thai. Although his record is only 4-0, he has 13-3-1 in full contact rules bouts. They don't fight a lot of Muay Thai over there, but he has been in Thailand, fought in Thailand, and I think he's ready for this fight.
He possesses a lot of power in his punches and kicks and doing a good job of mixing it up now.
Charles is doing a good job of staying tight in his stance and opening up only when he throws something and then getting back immediately back to his stance.
Oh, right hook and a straight right hand through the guard delivered by Charles.
Charles has landed some great shots up front. He is excellent at creating openings and using them.
Another crushing combination there delivered by Charles, and he does a good job mixing it up, goes to the body and then downstairs with that outside cut kick.
It might not be a bad idea for Matthew Crocker to get into the clinch and stay on the inside of Charles. He seems to be being picked apart on the outside, Marl.
On the outside, and Charles again picking them apart there. And he tattoos him with those lefts and rights through the guard.
Charles is doing an unbelievable job at making openings on Crocker from a distance. Matthew Crocker has to get inside on Charles and try to go to his knees and elbows.
In the end of round 1, Mark Charles claimed to the crowd had been here. Brings them apart. But Crocker now has finally found something to work on. Nice high roundhouse delivered by Crocker.
A nice high roundhouse kick that bounced off Mark Charles' head, and then Mark Charles walked right in and started taking them apart again.
And you're right, though, Crocker does have a very strong chin as he's absorbed all kinds of punishment. And now look at Charles just continue to hack away with those low cut kicks. Crocker's left leg, the lead leg, is looking more like a stained glass window at the end of round number 3.
Unbelievable right now. Charles is actually taking that leg apart. Right now, I believe I heard Crocker say, ouch. You can see them working. You watch here, you watch Mark Charles go from his hands to his feet and back to his hands. Boom. As Crocker is throwing the punches, Charles is going to his face. He did an excellent contact when you don't have your other weapons to defend yourself.
Nice punch kick combination there, delivered by Charles. More power with the punch than the kick, however.
Again, I don't think Charles has much gas left in his tank, but he may have enough gas to win this fight right now. Matthew Crocker's leg is destroyed. He lifts it up and Charles takes it. You watch right here, the leg kicks it by Mark Charles. Matthew Crocker's leg is hurt so badly that he's trying to pick it up to protect it, and Mark Charles is smart enough that when he picks it up, to take that lead leg and pound on it. And right now, the root of Matthew Crocker was being ripped apart.
In fact, he showed in that replay, Keith, the smart, the intelligence to go after the other leg. He's devastated the lead leg. Now he wants to absolutely cripple Matthew Crocker. What kind of a recipe does Crocker have to cook up to emerge victorious here in the final round?
I think, in my opinion, Morrow, without a doubt, Crocker needs a knockout right now. If he doesn't get a knockout, this fight's finished.
How does he go about getting that, knowing that Charles is keeping him at bay with those kicks? Charles doing a good job of forcing Crocker to come to him.
Honestly, I don't think he has any way of doing it right now. I don't think Mark Charles is going to knock him out. There's no way Matthew Crocker is going to let that happen. But I just don't think Crocker has enough skill at this point in time in his career to now take Charles out of this fight.
You saw Crocker slip through the guard with a left hand, and Charles didn't even flinch. Not a lot of gas left in the tank of Matthew Crocker as he now turns his back to Charles, and that will precipitate a standing 8 count. And now Crocker, none too pleased with the tactics of Mark Charles.
Morrow, that's too bad. I mean, the bottom line right now is Crocker turned his back in a Muay Thai fight on his opponent. You can't do that. You'll get a standing 8 count anywhere in the world for doing that.
And I think Charles senses that Crocker is right for the picking, delivering those overhand lefts, cut kicks as well. We are in the midst of a war here at XFC's Battle for the Belt.
I think Charles is just playing with him right now. Charles has taken him out of this fight completely. I'm sure he'd love to have a knockout, but as far as he's concerned, he may as well just back up for the rest of the fight. He's won it hands down.
Proctor delivering the rabbit punch that the referee didn't see there while in the clinch. Frustration all over the face of Proctor, but again, standing tall and standing up. Look at the gamesmanship being delivered by Mark Charles. He is dancing. He is bobbing and weaving. He is in full control and enjoying this bout here at Battle for the Belt.
Mark Charles has taken this one easily. I think the refereeing in this match has been unbelievable. I don't think Matthew Crocker liked it, but it is just like it is in Thailand.
But I'll tell you something, Mark Charles exhibited all the skills, the chemistry, and the persona of a Muay Thai warrior. What kind of charisma this guy from the UK brings to Battle for the Belt.
I love this kid. He's tough as nails. He comes all the way from the UK. He's not used to our area. You can tell he was a little gassed, but he kept on coming. This is an excellent job by Mark Charles. Matthew Crocker, I think, unfortunately, was just outclassed in this. You look at the standing 8 count right now, I'll tell you something, you cannot turn your back on your opponent in Muay Thai. What Mark Charles did there was totally legal, there's nothing wrong with that. Good job of refereeing. Now you look at the overhand right, go to the kick, boom, to the overhand right. Matthew Crocker has got an iron jaw, but Mark Charles has literally decimated him in this fight.
You wanted it, Calgary, you got it, an old-fashioned street fight. Canada versus the UK, give it up for both fighters. Prestige International Bout, brought to you by the Sterling Group of Companies. We have a unanimous decision. The winner in the blue corner from the United Kingdom, Mark Charles!
The United Kingdom's Mark Charles made his mark at XFC's Battle for the Belts as he battered Matthew Crocker of Canada en route to a victory via unanimous decision. Let's go to Keith.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Charles, all the way from the UK. Mark, you did an excellent job in this fight. Tell us how you feel.
Fantastic. Most of all, I'd like to thank my corner man, Colin. I've only been with him for 6 weeks, and I was a head kick specialist, and he provided me with the leg kicks, and that's what beat him. Leg kicks.
You know, I know your record in full contact is 13-3-1. In Muay Thai, it's 4-0. It really looked like your hands played heavily into this fight.
Yeah, I've had a lot of amateur boxing contests. What I'm going to do is develop myself. I'm going to come back and fight your best.
Fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Charles, all the way from the UK. Congratulations, Mark Charles.